Visions turn to ban. Nigma Galaxies turn to ban. Nigma Galaxies turn to Visions turn to ban. Nigma Galaxies turn to ban.
But these two teams have played each other. There's a stat of series that they played against each other. They
Alchemist support anymore. I believe it's a carry and it's a support Enigma maybe. Oh,
and the damage might be
thinking about it.
And Jakala's just in position to try and stop Nigma Galaxy from being able to close that gap.
That is the really nice thing about Clockwork versus Marcy. You've got these cogs to be able to just have that distance body, push him back, or push her back if she does jump in.
And it can definitely mess with the rebound when you're trying to run in and get that started. See rotation coming in from 9 class. It's a concoction in onto Noob. Cogs are down. They've trapped the Marcy. They'll get the kill.
Very cool rotation. Really like that from 9 class. Totally unexpected. Really, I don't think that anyone saw that coming. Ducalis even be like, oh, yeah, nice. And top, they actually have the lane in a good position too, so DM is not getting punished.
Yeah, he's chilling.
That movement either.
Definitely seeing, she said, the strength of DM on his Enigma. Very, very comfortable and ready to play against whatever lane gets thrown against him.
He's just done a great job of keep the lane in this position, really. I think it's been there, I believe, the last 2.5 minutes that I've seen. So just keeping it denied back so he can get that extra farm and not be at risk of feeding Eidolons or feeding away his life.
Still, the biggest difference right now being that of the mid lane Sumail.
Yeah.
A good amount of CS here ahead of no one.
In a game where we have to just keep talking about it, it's a lack of disables. Even if there's going to be an Aghanims gifted to a Void Spirit at some point for the silences. Definitely ways that Sumail can play around.
Because who are you sort of looking to try and bring in towards this mid, or to try and threaten the Storm? Or have you just sort of lost that opportunity to do so, considering your supports this game and the fact that Sumail is very close to hitting the 6 already?
We're probably going to see a 3v3 in the mid lane at that 6-minute mark for the rune. They're probably just both going to duke it out because they both have ways to disengage versus the supports. But Sumail is going to have this edge in terms of having that level 6 pretty much done after this wave.
Yeah, he's gonna be slippery.
Yeah, no one is not going to have it just yet. So he actually might have the advantage here on the side of Sumail with any rotation that comes in.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Umar will be able to take that one out. Dive top. 9 class is here.
See what they can get done. It's a lot of damage onto Ghost. Body blocks as well there from 9 class. Trying to buy time for DM to get in with the Malefice. The summons are up. The Eidolons finish the job.
Very well played. That top lane, it's going really well. This is the lane that they needed to go well, and it is absolutely doing so right now. Very well played between 9 class and DM, and I think that the Dominator's what, 600 away, and 9 class looks like he wants to continue just wanting to try to make these moves.
Nice room for Sumail if he wants to make an early move, or just to continue to pump up the farm, gets the Arcane secured.
He's got Soul Ring too, so could look to make for potential move.
That's difficult on mid now. No one's got the 6 as well, so Astral Steps will be at the ready.
Not onto the mid, but could perhaps onto one of these side lanes. He sees an opportunity.
Looks like he just wants to keep the pressure on towards no one in mid. Sumail popping the Arcane and keeping the wave shoved in.
They're charging the stuns top constantly. Ghost is no longer really farming that safely anymore. Seeing Sumail look to make that rotation to help him out.
See if you can catch them. It was underneath the ward, so P-Vision know what's up. Still though, 9 class caught by the stun into the damage from Sumail and GH. They'll be able to make a quick kill out of the rotation from the Storm.
Holds his TP as well, so he's able to go back if he needs to. It's around the Wisdom Rune, so is Sumail actually considering
He's still got a little bit of mana. It's kind of risky. Yeah. Maybe a bit too low on the mana to try and contest that. So DM will get the room to take it. 6 online now for him.
Middle tower is under attack.
Nice move from Sumail, but a move that it felt like he kind of needed to do to help out Ghost, because Ghost, as we see, he is starting to struggle quite a bit in terms of the CS. Quite a bit behind. Oh, and he just got his big neutral stolen from the Rocket. He didn't pick up the Mad Stone, so it's on the floor. Now he knows.
There we go.
There we go. Did lose the big creep, though.
Stupendous!
And Satanic, at this point, he actually did not really get pressured that hard after surviving the initial go. he's now back up to full mana. It's hard for them to set up this pressure, move on to him now, and it's actually no one who's looking to make the move.
So all they can get him. Nightmare to hold him back, and it should be enough to stop no one from considering going any further for this. Further back up coming in from Enigma Galaxy.
He's here. He's got the pick-me-up. He's got the Dominator.
It's a difficult kill, though. With the 2 charges of Astral Step at the ready, can they burst through him somehow? They can't. He's able to get the shield off. Away with it to simulate in a step. At this point, it's just a difficult kill. Before they have sort of like the 6 on the Bane, no one, he's going to have that luxury of escaping most of the time.
And they show 4 heroes, so a lot of information given to the side of P-Vision, how they want to play around it. Quick smoke. Looks like they do want to continue to try to make this move, find plays around this Dominator, I'd imagine.
Still not super easy to make get the chance to get these kills against the cores. We'll see if they can succeed. Looking for Satanic.
There is Unleash available, so if he does show, he does not have Stone Gaze either. He's going to show it in the second split shot.
I'm not going to look for the setup with the sleep. But it's time for Noob to close in. Is there going to be any TP backup coming into play to try and help Satanic out? Doesn't look like it. They're letting the Medusa go down here on the bottom lane as there'll be no attempt to save the carry. Satanic will fall.
Yeah, no points. I think maybe if he had that point in the Stone Gaze, maybe he calls for some type of assistance, but he did point that secondary point away in, and it's a nice move. They showed 4 in mid and instantly just smoke and look for a secondary one, so looking to play that tempo on the side of Nigma. P-Vision, though, will be able to get their own tempo play. Top tower is claimed very early on from DM.
Yeah, DM's still very much chilling. And with the start that he's had on the Enigma, he's going to begin to take over quite a large amount of this top side of the map.
No, absolutely. Curious to see what route he wants to go down fully, because as they mentioned, it's a tough game in terms of getting Black Hole off, right? He's playing versus the Phoenix, he's playing versus the Bane, he's playing versus the Storm who can zip in from distance and pull. So,
Dire's middle
see if he does go
tower
down
is
maybe
under
more
attack.
auras, or what it's going to be for the side of DM in this game.
Close start so far.
Yep. 9 class, he's queuing the Ags, of course. We also are seeing no one is queuing up the Ags himself, too, so he's not going down the Vessel route this time around that we've seen a lot of the Void Spirits do.
Dire's middle
Maybe
tower
just feeling
is
like he
under
wants that
attack.
silence as fast as possible.
Taking the power in. It's going to be up top somehow. Going to try for the play onto Ducalis. Ducalis, no falls. Somehow got enough mana to keep himself safe. Good jump here onto the river. Noob coming in from the other angle.
DM.
Catches DM by surprise and caught in the river. DM is going to drop the black hole onto the 2 of them. They've got enough damage to bring down Omar, but after the black hole comes to an end, DM cannot escape, and Noob's able to get the kill. So not only getting the kill out of this, I mean, no one's going to try and make the jump on a GH, but hasn't got enough burst to simulate. Does dodge the jump in from Noob. That's the black hole down, and they only get a support kill from it.
They're getting a lot done with the 2 supports plus Noob right now. As I would imagine, that's exactly what they wanted to do. They're starting to get
Dire's
space
middle
for
tower
Ghost to
is
catch
under
back up.
attack.
The attention's being pulled away from the Sven. And it's a Sven, so he's going to catch up very, very fast if he does get left alone when they make these moves on other sides. So
Yeah.
playing to their strengths. Play around that
Dire's
Dominator hero.
middle
Play around the
tower is
Marcy.
under attack.
We should be able to see both carries farm
Dire
at
structures are
quite a
fortified.
comparable rate between the Sven and the Deuce on opposite sides of the map, both getting decent amounts of space now.
Just harder for them to, I would say, make space for Satanic on the side of P-Vision in terms of their core heroes. Like they can't really just force the issue. While on the side of Enigma, they can actually just force issue of towers because they just have much stronger team fight.
Enigma trying their best to hold this tower, but P-Vision with the push.
Nice snipe.
Dire's
They'll
middle
be able to
tower
finish it. No
has
one gets the
fallen.
touch.
Very nice step forward to get that last hit. How are the stacks looking? Doesn't look like too many on... Just good on either side. Much less than I would have anticipated for most of these games with the Sven and Adusa, but perhaps that's going to build up very quickly.
Somehow. More than happy to continue to look for opportunities to get aggressive. Has the backup of GH with the Supernova ready to pop. Eyes on no one.
Tough go. Do they have Fiend's Grip available?
Not
They
quite.
don't.
Yeah, Omar still a little bit short of the 6.
When they've got Fiend's Grip, they can absolutely threaten kills onto no one.
And Noob wants the tower. He's going to come in with the Unleash, see what sort of reaction they get from P-Vision. Smoke's coming in. P-Vision, do they want to try and fight into this? No one's going to try and slow them down with the Remnant. Noob's got the job done. Takes the tower. P-Vision not able to fight this.
No, fighting into this 4-man squad right now is quite difficult. Unleash has worn off. Fiend's Grip is available, though, and they do have Egg available, too, so...
Let's see from the side here.
See what they
Nine
get.
Glass. Look at the concoction off on towards Noob. They'll drop the Malefice as well, but he rebounds away. Nine Glass trying to chase him down here. Dakalis, he's ready to block him off. Moves in, Noob, no chance of escape. It's P-Vision. We'll be able to push Nigma Galaxy out of the jungle.
Good catch, and they have Satanic in the meantime farming the triangle too, so kind of perfect timing for them to be able to find that catch. Does require all four just to push the Marcy out, but either way, it was Nigma who was the ones trying to invade, and they get pushed away. And that is 2 components for no one. He's actually getting pretty close to the Aghanims.
Of course, they'll have to be careful now. Once again, the Black Hole's going to be back online for DM. Sumail looking for a solo play down bottom. He's got enough with the final remnant to burst through 9 Class.
Sumail is going to be definitely a big issue.
I mean, pretty much he's going to be the #1 Black Hole target, right?
I would imagine so, yeah. And again, just not the easiest one. If Supernova gets laid down, you usually can't just Black Hole the Fiend's Grip threat. There's a stun from Sven.
3k lead for Nigma Galaxy, just getting that little bit more out of the map with each moment.
The important thing is, too, is like you're mentioning, you know, Sumail might get the focus of that Black Hole being thrown at him, and then that's going to be the dream for Ghost. Because Sven's nightmare really is you BKB, run in, and you get Black Hole. It's going to give Ghost potential freedom to run into these fights if Sumail is bringing that much attention. And Ghost is now top net worth since he's been left alone for some time.
Yeah, they've got to be very careful. P-Vision between sort of the use of the Black Hole and the Stone Gaze. That they have at least one of them as kind of like the anti-team fight or a way to disrupt Nigma Galaxy's attempts to jump them in any sort of team fight situation.
Yeah.
Without those two, it's a high chance that these cores are going to run rampant.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting, a pretty explosive mid to late game, it feels like, that we're culminating for, as we do have a bit of a slower one than we've seen in a couple of these games. 4 to 6 right now. Satanic does have that timing finished up for the Manta. And I think for P-Vision, the big timing really is going to be the Manta plus the Butterfly, since he's playing versus, yes, it's 3 damage-dealing cores, but not really one that's going to build something that's going to pierce through that yet till later on.
Omar Noob playing it safe there. Did get their hands on Dakalis, but don't want to try and force anything against the threat of the Black Hole. Indeed, Sumail, he just continues to find these supports solo.
11 galvanized. It is starting to rack up.
See top lane Ghost trying to make his attempt onto Satanic, but the Stone Gaze is up. Just enough mana to pop that and run away. Satanic escapes.
The playmaking just, I think until the Void Ags comes out, it's pretty lackluster for the side of Parry, for the side of P-Vision. As we're seeing Nigma, they're able to make these moves and threaten a little bit easier at the moment. But I do think, yeah, when that Axe comes out, you're going to see P-Vision look to play quite a bit more aggressive. Until then, let's see what they're able to find. And they are getting to sit back. You know, the panel had mentioned it. It is a bit of a greedy draft that they have gone for this time around, and they are getting some time to chill back, but Nigma is getting that growth a little bit more during this downtime.
They're going to get that solid BKB timing coming around the corner here for Noob.
Ags is done, so no one. He does have that finish now, so likely to get involved a bit more and maybe look for a potential snipe on Sumail if he doesn't expect it.
Because, yeah, I guess that's the thing. For Sumail, can he get away with kind of the Kaya Sanj and then going to a greedier item, or do you think he still has to get the BKB on top of the Kaya Sanj?
It's a good question. He might go greedy. There's definitely that.
I think that might be the
potential.
temptation. Yep. And so far, Sumail having a very clean game. I feel that he's able to play around the threat of the small silences.
He has 2 saves in a way, right?
He does.
He has the pick-me-up and he has the Bane potential sleep, so there's definitely chances.
Almost going to get found. So Dakalis trying to chase on for more. Noob able to hold him back with a Microc. Gives the space for the rest of Nigma Galaxy to escape. Ghost has now got that blink online, so we'll certainly also be looking for those opportunities to turn up for the team fight. And they have to call them out like that. They're 0% accuracy on the hook shots.
We didn't say it.
Production there being brutal. I'm sure he's saving the good ones.
Okay, now no one. He's shown himself. I think they'd seen it anyway, but he showed himself there on the Watcher. The Aghanims is completely revealed now, so they should be completely aware of it. And yeah, like you said, Ghost now having the blink can definitely look to join these fights a bit easier than Satanic can.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that number advantage could come into play as well. No, Sumail's being sensible actually. He's not going green.
I like it. I mean, as I said, the temptation can be there, but it just takes one team fight where you get caught by a couple of resonant pulses and then you feel like, my goodness, I needed that BKB. Sumail playing it smart. And just as a trio, the 3 cores, right, of Nigma Galaxy, that's going to be their super strong timing. They're looking towards next, having those 3 BKBs on the cores. Ghost? Ooh, there's an illusion.
They got baited.
It's all right. He's going to be like, boys, I just wanted to use the God Strength to farm anyway. It's fine.
They're flanking potentially here. Ghost is very limited on mana.
I mean, maybe this is the big brain play. They're like, okay, he missed the initiation. Let's try and catch him. But Ghost is like, that was just the beginning. Here's the real damage. Comes in with the jump on towards DM. DM's gone. DB's coming in now. They've got the grip on a no one.
Oh,
it was the big brain plan from Ghost all along. He went for the jump on the illusion, tried to kind of play a little dumb, you know, bait them into, oh, look at this guy. He just jumped to the illusion. Ends up with 3 of them dead.
they kind of gamed themselves.
Yeah, they really did. They got too excited there. Said Ghost, all going to plan.
That was
the plan all along for him.
Literal dream for the Sven. He's like, okay,
Yep.
most efficient God Strength ever.
Absolutely.
And even making this quick move again, bottom 9 class. Satanic able to hide himself away. They want the big target.
Should be a chance for them to go on this. The initiation. Come forward as well for Noob. They're in onto Satanic. And he can't get anything off. No more mana to play with. Can't find the chance to pop the Stone Gauge with the mana gone. Omar will die, but again, Nigma Galaxy, they'll take these trades any day of the week. 6k lead and ensuring that now whilst their carry, Ghost, is getting involved in the action, Satanic, he's getting knocked out of the game.
Yeah, they're playing beautifully on the cores and the supports too. That's the thing we also have to do factor in always is these supports, there's some of the scarier scaling supports in the game too, for the side of Nigma Galaxy. GH playing his Phoenix, he has Max Sunray already done. He's got the Facet too. That hotspot, it can make a huge difference. Even if, let's say, a Black Hole comes out and the Phoenix isn't egged, he can actually just Sunray and change the tides of the fights as well too. So there's a lot of things that are going to have to be that we have to keep tabs of, as 6k lead for Enigma is massive, especially before the BKBs are done. Now they're going to have those, and it's going to make it.
How do you fight into the BKBs if you're P-Vision? You kind of don't want to, right? You've got to now at this point fully commit to this kind of play style where you're just focused on ensuring that Satanic has space and is ready to kind of get you to those later stages and try and ensure that the greediness of the draft pays off in the long run.
It'll definitely be very, very difficult to play around them. They'd have to literally just chain sequence the stuns almost perfectly if they do want to catch one of these kills before they do get it off. And even then it's a risk because there's saves, there's a Bane. There's always that Marcy pick-me-up. Sumail.
Over here now.
Will he get the Arcane Rune as well?
He's going to get it.
He will.
No one trying with the jump in, but the Ghost is here with the jump himself. Gets him with the stun to Carlos, tries to head over to help out. Will be able to save no one.
Only just.
I mean, Sumail's going to still try and chase on potentially. No one should be fine. Sumail, not quite enough mana to continue to go, but they still get a kill, Nigma Galaxy, and P-Vision, they're just left with no one having to sort of tuck his tail and run.
It's a bit of the Sumail show, Owen.
It certainly is. He gets his Storm.
Spirit.
406. They don't have enough lockdown for him outside of the big ultimates, and it is showing.
Roche time, they kill it very fast. God Strength still up. They have the Solar Crest plus the sidekick. It's now worn off, but Sumail.
He's got the catch on 9
got
plus.
the jump.
Finds him down bottom, gets that pick off. It's going to continue to slow down this Aghanims that 9 class is desperately trying to farm up for his teammates.
Dude, Sumail definitely gets the TI buff, man. It's real. It truly is. Kill after kill after kill. 16 galvanized stacks, and they're giving it Aegis.
There we go.
Immortality is mine.
Big moves. As we see, Satanic is still farming well, but the other two are starting to fall further and further behind.
See if we can do it. You know, Satanic, you got to imagine, he likes a challenge. He's like, you know what?
Yeah.
I like this. We're playing on hard mode today here in this game. Let's see if he can carry this one. As the Medusa, he's definitely carried tougher games in the past, that's for sure.
True.
So absolutely the chance to Satanic could still pull through this game on the Medusa.
Definitely scary versus if it gets to a point where it's literally a 4 protect 1 and he's playing versus Bane as well too, that's where things, you know, these Medusas can start to not really have that strength because you just get gripped, it burns your mana as well, and they only really will have to go for that target at some points later if they continue to fall behind on the Void Spirit. So these next few moments, I would say, for P-Vision is pretty crucial. Have to continue to try to stall.
Oh, they really do. At least until they kind of get their next round of items online right there. As the Aghanim's done from 9 class, so he can get that sent over. DM needs his BKB.
Yep.
It's coming up to about halfway through it.
But it's not an end-all, be-all BKB.
It's not, right.
Enigma. There's multiple ways to have it be stopped. Egg is down, dropping that black hole, or the grip, or just the it's immense physical damage that's going to come out from the Sven and the Marcy early, so. Tormentor claimed. Omar will now be able to farm.
Straight over to the bottom side of the map. Maybe seeing if they can catch 9class, who's been pushing out these waves.
Oh, they do see him. Does he push up further?
Sumail.
Sumail's just on him.
And he's got enough mana to close the gap. Concoction coming out. Sumail, easy dodge. Stays in on top of the Alchemist. Backup's coming in now for 9class. Ducalis will be enough to stop them from chasing. So he'll get out this time alive, 9class.
Nice, Sumail, just fancy footwork.
Just showing how scary multiple areas of the map are right now for P-Vision. They've got to be careful.
19 Galvanize. He does have an absurd amount of mana regen at this point. What, 24? And look to continue pressuring no one. Trying to push the limits and find a catch just yet.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And I saw Noob was debating between builds. Did he actually end up going for the Basher, or is he going Aghanim?
I think he's committing for the Aghanims, right?
Oh, that's devastating for Void Spirit in particular. He does want to go for that. These constant silences that pulse is pretty crazy.
He's going to try and, of course, get the Manta online to have some sort of an answer, but that's only going to allow you the answer for one of those pulses.
Yeah.
Then you've got to really consider if you're going to try and fight into the remaining silences, or if you just have to bail out the team fight whilst that ult's going on.
Oh boy, he's got it done. And he even has, they even have what, greater healing lotuses. This is, I mean, Nigma's looking for the fights. Level 18 on the Sven. Blink BKB ready, queuing up the MKBs next as they saw the butterfly done. Sumail starting to poke.
Satanic pretty tanky with effective evasion at the butterfly, but is he tanking up to live through this? Ghost is in with the jump. Satanic, he's gone. The butterfly evasion, not enough to save him against these two. Yeah, they only need a few hits to come in from Ghost, and this Medusa's toast.
Nice.
Who they go for next? Enigma Galaxy with the remainder of the smoke.
They're so confident with their plays. You can see how they know their strengths at this timing, especially with these BKBs finished. But Sumail in particular, just every time he sees a target, he's just jumping them. He's catching them off guard because of the distance. And now look at the defensive posture from P-Vision with the Dusa dead.
I see a big jump
Quite
up.
Scared.
In out for no one. Does get the Aghanims gifted to him, so gets that 4,200 gold back for himself, allows him to finish the Manta immediately, and puts him well on the way to getting the first component of the Lincoln Sphere.
That will be nice.
So 9class coming in there, but of course does mean that you're trying your best here to fuel this Void Spirit into success, but it's not going to be easy because you're trying to do it against Storm. You know, the 4-level difference right now between Sumail and no one.
Also, now at this point, just look at the networks. You essentially now have 2 dead heroes, and the enemy supports are incredibly strong.
And with the BKB, Sumail commits in for the grab onto 9class.
I don't know. It feels like 9class is now a creep, and they have a Clockwork who is almost essentially a creep too. This is, if they can do this, it's going to be very impressive with this kind of almost like 2.5 versus 5-man lineup at this point now.
Definitely feeling like the greed's been punished this game by Enigma Galaxy.
Some really good moves. I mean, in particular, Sumail just having an absolutely explosive game. But just the persistent moves from them, they're all connecting.
All right, the jump into Omar, but Omar's got backup. Now looks like the backup's not going to help. Actually, the backup was like, you know what, we're good. Enigma Galaxy, they want to play it sensible. They don't want to try diving the tier 2s. They'll let Omar fall.
All of P-Vision shows up to defend that tower. They will lose their Bane.
And they're going to be cautious now as well with the Aegis expiring on Sumail.
Radiant's middle
And
tower.
obviously his BKB still on cooldown for 40 seconds. So don't wait for that. Let's come back up. Sumail will have a regen rune to fight with.
Do we have a rune counter by any chance? Because I swear I think Sumail's gotten a vast majority of them.
I don't think many have ended in no one's bottle, that's for sure.
This feels like he's been literally just controlling every single one of them, if not maybe missing one of them, maybe 2.
Coming in.
7k lead here for Enigma Galaxy. And some progression for P-Vision. On Medusa, we have Satanic picking up the Diffusal Blades. Going to look to get into the Skadi next himself. And DM very close to having the BKB.
Okay.
So maybe then sort of between kind of the two of them in particular, really, the Enigma and the Medusa, they can piece together a fight where they can get the setup for Satanic to do the damage. So it's going to be tough, especially against Ghost. He is incredibly beefy right now on the Sven.
It's going to have to be picture perfect. If they can get the fights before the MKB comes out too, that's where the Dusa can potentially just have that evasion kick in. They also do have good vision down here. This one is not spotted. So it is giving full tabs of where Ghost is. This is a chance of them potentially getting a big kill.
A full Parasma on Sumail.
Throws out a rocket. That'll reveal the positioning. So yeah, Parasma's done, and the MKB is quite close too for Ghost, so they are going to have these extra big damage tools.
If they get the jump, it doesn't matter what the hero is, right? Even onto the Medusa. Between the MKB Sven, the Parasma Storm, Satanic's going to die very quickly.
Yeah, and then throwing the Marcy on top too, that's AoE silencing and also contributing a lot of damage too.
I mean, they have to somehow bait Nigma Galaxy into jumping the Medusa whilst DM is in prime position to come in with the counterplay. The black holes have to be immaculate from DM this game.
Power Rune, they're looking to invade. P-Vision, the very aggressive move.
Going for the jump onto Noob, but BKB's there. He's out of this.
Satanic waiting, not showing himself just yet. Force the BKB. Looks like they'll wait for the 80 seconds likely on the side of Noob to have that one finished up too. And he's also about to have Bastard too, so they are going to hit these timings when that BKB does come back up. P-Vision, no one. He is very close to his Lincolns too, which will be very helpful. There is quite a bit of ways to break it though. We do have to mention, you know, Enfeeble, one of the best tools always. MKB is done, so they've got that, and they've got that itemization. Just gonna have to see how these big team fights, how the execution's gonna be there. So many eyes on DM.
Yeah, it really is. It's, as I said, if we get the black holes, there's a chance. If we're not getting the black holes, I don't know how P-Vision can turn this. Full disperser on Satanic. So again, if they can get that set up, get that black hole into a stone gaze, there should be time for Satanic to clean up a fair few of the heroes.
He is starting to rack up. He is also, though, the thing I didn't mention this one until now because it's not like he was doing much damage, but something we always have to factor in is Warcry. Level 20, hit on the Sven. It's an absurd amount of defensive. It's 22 armor on the entire team.
Yeah, they're beefy.
So these next few moments are pretty crucial. How long till that rush? Pretty soon. Enigma's starting to get prepared for it. DM doing a nice job with Eidolons here. I see him do this, I think, third or fourth time, just splitting up, trying to get this extra information for the team.
Harm unseen.
P-Vision? They'll definitely be tempted to try and contest the Roche. I don't know.
Yeah,
They're not going to just let Nigma Galaxy take that when it's up.
Wouldn't imagine so. I mean, Satanic is strong. Don't get me, like, his farm is very, very, very high. It's just, if it's even able to get this positioning and have the backup, because, as we said, the supports are just... They're literally just going to throw out a buff onto their core, and then that's going to be it, pretty much. Solar Crest, and then maybe a potential hook shot during a BKB. That could be pretty huge. I mean, if Ducalis is able to get one of those off, but...
Radiant
been able too
are
much.
scanning.
There we go. Nigma Galaxy.
Every item timing. They even have the harpoon, so an extra one on top too.
Hit the scan as well. Both teams have. So might see P-Vision be able to set up in preparation for this smoke move. Got the high ground.
Pretty decent positioning here.
It's a good wraparound for Nigma Galaxy, though. Going pretty deep here to try and strike from an angle that P-Vision may not expect. There's the jump. It's going to be on to Carlos. Now they're looking to move over towards TM. Trying to stay on top of the Enigma. TM's going to pull to the black hole, and the BKB. He's got the lockdown. Locking down the Sven. If they got enough damage to kill Ghost, they have. And Ghost survives throughout the black hole. Noob as well starting to heal up the egg. Is he going to succeed? It is. The stone connects into the Fiend's Grip onto Satanic. P-Vision, they tried to take a fight. They get the black hole control on the Ghost, but the damage is just not quite there. Nigma Galaxy come out on top of the team fight. No one, he's desperately trying to scramble for some sort of kill at the back of the fight, but they cannot find it. And now 9 Class also in trouble. The TP out for no one will get him out of there, but I think with that sort of playing out as it did, it just shows that the lead that Nigma Galaxy have is just that little bit too much right now. Doesn't even matter if they get this kind of full duration lockdown onto the Sven. They couldn't quite kill him, folks.
No, they honestly, some beautiful positioning from them. The Sven is the only one to be in that spot really to get Black Hold, but he got his buffs off. He got the War Cry off. He got solo crested afterwards, and you could see, yeah, he was getting focused in from Satanic, but he wasn't dying. I think
They got a lot of damage onto him. It just wasn't enough.
No.
So here again, DM keeping his cool even though they were jumping him. Gets the lockdown off and they have Satanic in position, but not quite enough to kill Ghost. And then at this point, the fight, panic sets in, right? The Supernova's there. They've only really got Satanic getting a few hits onto it. The grips are ready to come in afterwards to ensure that there's no escape for the Dusa. Nigma just a step ahead in the game and in this fight in particular, despite P-Vision's best efforts to try and prepare for this. They knew this was coming, but Nigma Galaxy striking from an angle that they weren't completely prepared for, P-Vision.
Just, yeah, great positioning across the board. And Ghost, he clicked his buttons in the right order, right? Sometimes we have seen, even in these type of situations, they may not click that War Cry. He literally just, he had this plus 22 armor on top of everything, plus all the buffs, and not much more you can ask for on the side of Nigma Galaxy. A perfect fight. 14k lead, they've got the Aegis. 9 class.
They might just get themselves a bit of a freebie here.
Yeah, they shot it. Another jump too, noob.
Structures are fortified.
We'll just find some Eidolons.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
As we see so far,
Radiant's bottom tower has
record's been
fallen.
pretty good here for 9 class on the Alchemist, but this game proven to be the toughest one so far in this road to TI.
His moves in the early game were pretty decent, like the first 2 that he made, or first 3, but afterwards it did feel like they haven't been able to make any moves at all. It's just been Nigma dictating the pace of the game.
Especially when you take into account, right, the top lane, there was pressure put on very early on. They take the tower early. Ghost did die in that one incident early on in this game, but since then, the recovery from Ghost has been fantastic. And Sumail, just going completely untouched this game. I mean, it very well could be one of those games where we may just not see Sumail die at all on this Storm this game.
Very likely, yeah. I mean, those moves that they made, right? It's like Ghost died, and then they're like, okay, we're going to pressure super hard, and this Sven is going to get space, and it's a Sven. He catch up, and he absolutely did. This has been... very nice to watch. This is our first one casting Nigma, and we can see why the hype is coming out so much.
Absolutely. That series that I was hearing good things about earlier against BB Team, and here against P-Vision, this game 1's looking pretty hot.
Absolutely. With some signature heroes as well too, right? GH Phoenix, the Storm on Sumail, the Ghost Sven.
Jump onto it. Shot into the pullback. That's the Aegis gone.
That's one.
Can they set up somehow for a second attempt? Ghost, he's in with the jump. Finds the sun under Satanic. The BKB is there from Sumail. He's ready to get in with the grab. On towards Satanic. They won't fully commit though. They'll back off Nigma Galaxy.
Able to get that Aegis out pretty cleanly. Ghost still has God Strength. He's lingering in the area.
I have to respect the fact that the Black Hole's back up for DM though.
Yeah.
So Nigma Galaxy, they'll hold back.
That's a big Sven. They were able to find that Aegis here, but we do see Ghost. He picks up the full Satanic now after that fight. Getting close to 25 as well. Just the 3 right clickers that Nigma Galaxy does have in this game. It's always going to give them that potential for that crazy scaling. Oh, Ghost. We see you.
He's chilling. He's low. There we go.
Paying homage to a certain somebody that's not here.
How about a harpoon his way down?
Are scanning.
Sumail, Wisdom, also getting close to 25. And getting closer, we have to talk about this too. There's an Enigma on one side, but there's kind of an Enigma on the other side too.
You got that pseudo black hole here with the Aghanims coming around the corner. I mean, this is the thing as well, right? Nigma Galaxy, their 3 cores, they're going to pretty much have the nightmare for the Medusa in the sense that they've all got the gap closed, right? You've got this Blink into Abyssal build that Noob's very close to having completely online. And then obviously a Storm, a Sven with the Blink stun. Like, one of these heroes is going to get on top of your Medusa.
Yep. As long as they don't do it all at the same time, though. That's where P-Vision wants it.
DM's ready for that one.
All 3 of you, please jump at the same time. But either way, there's potential for that to get stopped too. Until Linken's comes out. If DM is actually able to finish this, it can give at least a little bit of a window for you to get that off. Yes, Bane can still enfeeble and then grip to break since it goes through BKB.
It's that little sort of extra moment that in the mid. Another one here for Ghost and Omar. A big one as well. That's no one gone.
How much cast range does he have? Yeah, he's got Tumblr's toy with the lens, so just was able to get that.
See Sumail bail out as the buybacks come in from P-Vision. So Satanic will live at the end of it, but that's 2 buybacks.
2 big ones.
Having to be used there by P-Vision to get something out of the team fight.
Well, I said 2 big ones. I mean 1 big one. The 9 class one, not too much. But how much time did no one have left on his respawn? It was pretty close.
Yeah, you're right, after dying in the mid lane.
It had to have been just... Yeah, he must have bought back like the last couple seconds of it there. They do get the kill, though.
They get 2 big ones, right? You take out 2 of the cores, which, considering everything else that's gone so far, the way it has this game, it's something for P-Vision, but definitely an expensive something. And I guess still at about 50. I guess what it's probably about 40 seconds or so. So did still have a fair bit of time left on the respawn before he buys back here. But you know they're doing what they have to. You know, they have to black hole the Sven just to have a chance to kill Ghost off, not give him a chance to heal up. Which he nearly does. Very close to nearly surviving through this one.
Now, honestly, Satanic getting into range with that Stone Gaze onto GH, stopping the initial Sunray, is probably what allowed him to get that extra bit. So, okay, he had about 30 seconds left, so apologies. I thought it was less than that. Satanic was really close to almost dying, too.
Yeah, the buyback's absolutely necessary. Gives P-Vision a bit of a chance to prolong the end of this game, but will it give them enough to try and turn? They're pushing down the mid.
They've got the Daedalus. It's almost 25 on Satanic also.
Omar looking for the potential wraparound.
That's the biggest hit that they've been able to get in this game.
He's going to get the Nightmare. And so Satanic, but a little too far out of the base.
That was pretty huge. That's the biggest hit they've been able to have the entire time so far.
Up the Unleash, but can he quite get his hands on him when he's got the Blink ready to close in? They'll find Takal as well. Maybe they won't. The Vortex actually off the mark there for Sumail. He's got a little bit of mana left to play on towards him. They'll get the kill, but now Sumail pretty low on mana. Has to back away from the Satanic. No one trying to chase DM. Jumps one, but it means he gets caught with the bat. Ghost is in on top of him. The BKB's there for DM. He'll get away. The Stone Gaze is out. They managed to freeze Ghost. Ghost, he's out. A massive kill.
Sumail.
P-Vision. Sumail's going to try for the TB out. But the Wyndon grabs him at the final moment.
Owen. Right when they needed it all.
They did. Satanic getting the big money as well there, killing off the 2 of them, Ghost and Sumail.
And he's 25, and he's about to have that talent picked up, and I think he's got, what, a full Scott? He just got a ton of gold. Noob?
It's going to be all right. 9 class not able to close in with the concoction, but the damage to the base is coming.
His TP's on cooldown.
Satanic's pushing in.
Noob has 20-second cooldown TP. He has to run.
And there's no buyback available on Sumail. 100 gold short, just under 100 gold short on the Storm, so they're probably just have to watch at least his mid-racks go down.
Oh, and that was them chasing for a clockwork.
They chased pretty far. They really wanted the Carlis. It came back to bite them pretty hard, as now that goal lead that they had is pretty much gone, folks. And now their tier 4s are in trouble. Satanic is pushing on. He's going to have Stone Gaze back in 30 seconds.
That truly might haunt them.
Then they've still got the black hole. The buyback goal has been secured. Noob picks up a bounty, gives enough money for Sumail to buy back. And he might just need to. The tier 4s are falling.
Oh, and 20 seconds.
They're going to have to buy back. Satanic's going to look to try and force the end. The fortification's coming to an end. The tier 4s have gone. They've got to do something, Enigma Galaxy. They're losing the throne. There's the buyback. In with the jump. Yes, backs up. He's got the black hole at the radio. Catches Sumail. Catches Noob. There's a dieback on Sumail. Ghost trying to make the jump forward and find Dakalis. But can they hold here, Enigma Galaxy, without Sumail on the Storm? Satanic pushes forward. GH able to dive for it just in time. Has to egg here against the threat of them finishing him off. Satanic trying to poke continuously at the throne. He'll respect them now. Goes in with the jump. DM will get the BKB off. He backs away. They're kiting the Sven. That's Ghost on. Noob by that on him. Noob tries to throw his body in to take the attention away from the Ancient, but it is over. Enigma Galaxy, this is going to be a rough loss for them.
Oh my goodness.
As P-Vision turned the game around. And definitely Ducalis on his clock there, getting the last laugh, folks. They really wanted him dead, and the game just completely fell apart.
Going for the 5 position with, what, 6k net worth, they overchase and get completely punished for it. They're going to be kicking themselves a bit for that one.
unseen.